Check, check.
It just
Oh, I see a
was
pretty
the front
tree. Makes sense.
Thank God you came. How many more
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to do a get to know me. I feel like I jumped right into this channel and it's been really exciting starting everything out. But I feel like it's important that you guys know a little bit about me as well. So I wanted to make this video. It's springtime. This is like my favorite season. All the renewal, all the like just awakening of spring. I've always felt deeply connected with that, and I felt like this is the perfect time to make a video. There are bees, there are butterflies, all the things. So we are just working with the elements. Oh my gosh. Like there's mushrooms growing all around here. It's pretty sexy. It's pretty cool. I don't know. It kind of looks like fungi in a weird way too. I don't know. Mushroom is fungi, but still. Anyway, welcome to the video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you are subscribed, and if you're not, join the winning team, join the Tide. The Tide is a place where anyone can wash ashore and be a part of the community. We're here to sigh. But okay, let's jump into it. I have some questions here. I asked a few friends and family, some subscribers as well, just some cool questions that would be intriguing to ask. We'll constantly be getting to know one another, but this is just like a start. So what is a skill you've mastered that most people don't know about? Freestyling, because I've always seen freestyling and just like the art of freestyling as such a skill. I grew up listening to Lil Wayne, Biggie, Ludacris, Outkast, seen it as such a skill and such an art, and I have always been just super intrigued by words and the art of language and the way that words come together, poetry even. And so there was a certain point where I felt like I mastered this skill. Like I be in nature and listen to sounds of nature, and all I need is like a beat. All I need is a sound. All I need is like a frequency, and then I can just pull it out of the hat. Maybe we'll do a video one day. I do it with a melody most of the time. I do like more of a singing type of freestyle. But yeah, I would say that because it's just like such a thing. Like knowing how to freestyle is just such a skill, I believe. Like it's dope. It's dope. Okay, if you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? Ooh, y'all. Honestly, this is so funny. I would probably say like Adam Sandler. He's just so cool. Like I feel like we all can agree with that. He's just a cool dude. He's super talented. And when I was younger, he was super inspirational. Like he was able to produce a lot of his own stuff. He was writing stuff. He was super just naturally funny. He's so unique. He's so just him. And nowadays he has this persona where everyone just expects him to just like be chilling and wearing whatever. And like I honestly love that. Like he sets the standards for like billionaires, because people don't think of billionaires as like in the dirt. And there's just, oh hello. Yeah, I just love his vibe. Adam just like is Adam, and everybody just kind of lets him be that, and it's like a beautiful thing to see. So I would say like I would love to spend a day in his life, because who knows what he could be doing. He could be like on a boat somewhere, vacationing, traveling, spending time with his family, working, writing. I know he works a lot more behind the scenes now, like just dope stuff, just dope. And that's what I would do. What's the wildest thing on your bucket list that you will check off? The wildest thing on my bucket list, I would honestly say, what is it called? Like, it's not cliff diving, but it's like dome diving. Like you're in this like huge dome, but it's in places like Switzerland or Geneva, those type of places. But like you pretty much fly out and you have this suit on that has this like, Queen Latifah did it in last holiday, and I was obsessed with that movie. I'm still pretty much obsessed with that movie. It's just so good. Like, she did so well. She's just my queen. I love her. I would love to do that. I feel like ever since I saw that movie, I was like, I'm already like a thrill seeker type of, but that's one of those ones that's like one day it's just gonna be in front of me and it's just gonna be like, you wanna do it? And I'm like, why not? You know? So I feel like whenever that does happen, hopefully y'all get a vlog of that. But yeah, I would do that. If my life had a theme song, what would it be? Oh my gosh, y'all. Can't think of the name of the song, but I tell everyone like this. Oh, I know. I was about to say jam, and the song has jam in it, but it's pump up the jam, pump it up to your and the beat is pumping. All I dare get your booty on the floor tonight. Make my day, hey, make my day. Y'all, I don't know what is about that song. Pump up the jam. Something about the offbeatness of it. Yo, that is my song. I also love like Computer Love by Roger and Zach. Computer Love. That's a song like in my teens I discovered, and I thought I like knew something about music. I was like, oh, y'all don't know about this. Everybody knew about it though. There's definitely like a good few, but I'm an old school girly. Like I love me some records and songs like that came out. Ooh, that was cute. Next question. What's something you absolutely refuse to settle for in life? Ooh, I know I want a strong family unit, and I think whoever I choose, this is the person that's gonna be like the example for my children, and I can't settle for them. Like they're counting on me to choose someone that's gonna be able to set them up, give them resources, be someone they can go to for advice, be an example in their lives, be the energetic masculine principle in their life that they can look to for all of those things. And I'm like, bro, that's not something simple. Like I can't look at it as something simple. So I'm gonna say a relationship, but also for my own sake. Like I'm princess. Like I need the, hello, come correct, And then I think like life should be fun. We get in relationships and stuff and we feel stuck and like we're not thriving. I'm just like, life is supposed to be about thrivation. Like we should both feel like our best and able to expand, to be closer with our families. These are all important things to me. So I think I would have to say settling for a partner would be the worst thing I ever did for my life, for my future, and for my kids. So we can't do that. Yeah, how that? No good, no good. All right, what's the most expensive thing someone has bought for you? Ooh, a house. A house, little home, set me up. Low-key, high-key manifesting as well, but, someone has bought me a house. Cheers to them. Shout out to them. Okay, what's a dating red flag that you ignore, that you have ignored, but you never will again? Y'all, I actually wrote down all of these questions in this little book. I am a like freehand queen. Like I need to have paper and pen. I love me a good pen. So that's what I'm reading from. But yes, what is a dating red flag that I ignored, but I never will again? Girl, I feel like every relationship, sorry for the boys watching, like for the relationships I've been in, each time there's a lesson in it. You continuously find how red these flags really are, because sometimes it just looks orange. Sometimes you're like, is that red? Think it's red, but you don't like know until you know, and then once you know, you can't not know anymore. I biggest red flag is not taking the red flags like serious enough and like seeing them as, well, this person has the potential to still grow and to be whatever, and people do have that. I think for me, for this one here, yeah, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna keep it pushing. Okay, next question. What's the most main character moment you've ever had? Y'all, living in New York will like have you thinking every moment you're just a main character. It's just the energy, like if you know type of thing. But walking down the street, a fly fit on, especially with some heels, like downtown, like in Manhattan, so many main character moments, so many moments of just like, you're not even overdoing it. Like you gotta look both ways before you cross the street, right? And then you gotta like walk with some purpose, especially out there. People will knock you over. It's all types of characters out there. So I'd say New York, all the times that I lived in New York, whether I was like trying to or not, there was a lot of main character energy out there. Just because you gotta be alert and you gotta be confident. And if you're doing what you're doing and you're doing it, you gotta do it like you're doing it. And if you wanna do it, you gotta keep doing it like you need to do it. You feel me? Okay. If you were a flavor, what would you taste like? I think I would be like a sweet mint, like this color. Like this is my favorite color. Got my little, accent pieces, but like I think I would be like minty fresh, but there would be a sweetness to it. I've never really had pistachio, and that's what I think of when I think of that. But like
they put it in chocolate, it gotta be okay, right?
Tiny bit of minty. Like it's not minty like a gum, like a piece of gum. It's like minty, like just freshness and green watermelon. Ooh, y'all, we got it. So green watermelon taste, and then a little minty, like a little aftertaste of like, not the type of mint that's like not like minty, but like fresh. Okay. What's the most ridiculous reason you've stopped talking to someone? In this generation, people have so much access to you, and I have just never really been okay with that. Like someone could literally meet you on the street, get your Instagram, and start FaceTiming you from your Instagram account. What? I don't like it. Mm-mm. No, no, sir, no, ma'am, no. Even like, sometimes people ask for your number and you're like, oh no, but like your Instagram is fine. They can like, get to know each other, whatever. They'll get your Instagram and the next day they're calling you like 2, 3 times, like 8 a.m. too. What in the world? It really just gave me anxiety and bothered me. Like people from 3 years ago randomly calling you in the middle of your relationship, you in the middle of a new relationship at 2 a.m. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Why are we doing that? Next question. If you had to create a new law, what would it be? I actually was just thinking of this. Take some sip of water. I like driving. Love being in the driver's seat. I love having my music, my windows down, a beautiful day. I love hearing the engine. I love the way a car feels. I feel powerful. I love cars. I've always have. I would make a law where like you could get something extra on your license that says like you can go over the speed limit because you can drive. Like maybe we take extra classes, but it gives you certification pretty much if you want to drive fast. And let's say you're going in a 55 or whatever, and you want to go like 70, and it's like a free open highway, and it's like, you're not, meaning anyone harm. You're just, I think there should be a law where like you can do that. It says like if someone pulls you over and you're going 15 over, let's say it's 55 and you're going, 70. I show you my ID and you're like, oh, you're good to go. Like you're literally going the speed limit because you're in a different class, right? And like you can do that. And I feel like I should be in that class. Like I know how to command the road. I know how to take care of the road. I understand driving for other people. I understand defensive driving. I understand picking up traffic. I like to go, baby. I like to go. When I was in Georgia, I could do it. I never got a speeding ticket when I was in Georgia. I'm a safe driver, y'all. I gets to it, but I'm safe. Like everybody's good. Trust. If you could send a message to yourself 5 years ago, what would it be? Ooh, so I tell myself to date, y'all. I was not dating 5 years ago just because I was like, for what? Like I was not interested. I liked men, but I was just like, I liked myself more. I liked life more. I didn't want to get caught up. I didn't want anything that needed to come with that. And it was just always like something there. And it was like, yeah, but I would have just gone out on more dates. Like I think connections and chemistry and relationships are like the most valuable thing we have today. I just would have taken advantage of more of those opportunities and dated a little bit more, especially while I was in Atlanta. When I was in Atlanta, I think I only dated one person the entire time. And I thought I was doing the right thing at the time. Like, I didn't think I was missing out on anything. Lamb chops, like little dates to the hookah lounge and to the strip club, like I'm all right. I'm cool. But no, there's other things though, and I wish I would have taken advantage of that more. I think I would have had a lot of fun. That's what I would tell myself 5 years ago, like, just girl, this part of it is cool, like you can do it. Like, what legacy do you want to leave behind? That's a great question. My legacy is a part of my brand. I actually created my brand or started my brand when I was in high school. And at the time, like I was taking my time with it because I knew it would be like a lifelong mission. I would always be learning more about how to better align with my brand or how to create moments and use my voice in a better light. I knew when I founded what serenity was and it touched me so much. I knew that I was on a lifelong journey to explore that. I've always spoke about how serenity to me means wholeness, and it's bringing in the chaos with the peace. For my legacy, I'd like to be a checkpoint for people. Whenever they discover me or meet me or we get to experience each other, I hope that I can bring a sense of that to them. Maybe I can leave them with some serenity or some form of peace, another way to get to peace, or even if it's just me sharing my journey or my art. My legacy is serenity. My legacy is peace. My legacy is wholeness. My legacy is balance. My legacy is chaos, and my legacy is me. I think what I'm doing now is so intentional and purposeful, and I feel like I'm living within my purpose through that, whether it be through an artistic form or just speaking. I've realized how just showing up in the world is a part of my legacy. Like that's more than enough for me. And I know that I'm going to continue learning and continue finding better ways to show up, and that will ultimately be the legacy that I leave. So yeah, that is the legacy I am excited to leave behind and excited to be a part of and excited to create. Okay, if I could design my dream estate, what's a must-have feature? I have always dreamed about having a 2-story closet with a beautiful stairwell and an elevator, just in case I need to move furniture or I have like things like I don't know, but just something real cute. I really want to design it well, and I just want it to be like another safe haven for me. It's definitely like a must-have. My foot is falling asleep. If my life were a car, what would it be and why? All my life, I'd always say my favorite car was an Aston Martin 177. Obsessed, y'all. I have always loved something about Aston Martin, y'all. I just can't get over them. I also would love a DBX. I love the idea of the SUV version of an Aston Martin. It's a little bit more practical, but with that engine, baby, with that engine, and just that class and the style of that car, like, that car is just so. And I love the Superleggera. There's a couple different makes and models that I'm really into. Even the DB12, that car is sick, y'all. Like, I'd want like chocolate covered. I've always said like chocolate seats and champagne colored car. Dark champagne. Either way, y'all, do not get me started. That's also my dream car. So I guess that's why I would be that car. But like, it's just out of this world. And I love 007. So like, oh, just so great. I can't. Let's move on. Okay, signature drink or perfume? I'm still like discovering. I'm in a state of discovery right now. So like when you say like a signature, I think you need a little bit more life to live in order to have a signature, and I don't have that yet. I'm gonna say like sophisticated wine. You have to know something about something to know it, you know? Oh, let's go to sleep, y'all. Okay. Last question. What is a piece of advice that changed how you approach your goals? One of the best pieces of advice that I received is don't listen or never listen to people who don't live the life that you are walking into or that you desire. You can get advice from anyone, you can learn from anyone, but I think it's important that like that person is living where or how you want to live. Even if they're on their way to somewhere else, they've at least achieved things that are on the way to that goal. In some way, they need to have an example of what you're going after, like whether it's the marriage that you want or the career that you want, or even how they balance the two. They need to have that in their life already, because how are they speaking on this? Are they also sharing information that they're learning as well? Because at that point, like who knows what works for who? But no, I think it's super important to be like, to listen to people. All of my mentors are living the exact life in the sense of the dynamic and the balance. Most of the women that mentor me are in healthy, secure marriages and have been for over years. Their children are doing well. Their children look up to them and respect them in a certain way. And then they're also able to be feminine and powerful in the business world as well. They're making over 8 figures a year, and they're able to do this work and still mentor people and let them know how they got there. I also got to see a lot of these people before they got there. Like I was listening to them when they were still at 6-figure, years or 6-figure months. And so I think that's something that's super important to me now in my vision of success, because I can listen to someone, but like the same thing that got them there means it kind of failed in their marriage. And there's no tea, no shade, but like that's something that's important for me to succeed in. Like I want my marriage to not be like the downfall just because I need to be successful in my business. Like I have a dynamic that works for me, and when I raise my kids, I don't want to have to outsource so much extra help. Like I want to find ways where I can take time off of work and be home with my children. Like that's one of the most important jobs I will ever have. And so yeah, I think that's the biggest or best piece of advice that someone has ever given me, that you should listen to people who have what you are looking to have or what you desire to have, or the dynamics or the like whatever it is that you are looking for. So yeah, that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for sitting with me, talking and chatting. I can't wait to learn about you guys more. I can't wait to take on this journey and this adventure with you guys. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into my world and who I am. These videos are more of like showing character and showing personality and who I am and who you're watching. That's a little bit about me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And I also made this video out here because I wanted you guys to know that nature is a big part of who I am. And I feel like we all are a part of nature, and I don't think we hear it enough or lean into it enough. And I like to lean into it a lot. I like to like see it visually and like get to, get outside and touch grass. This grass is like dead, but So once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.